Hi, so today we're with Maeve, and she was unfortunately hit by a car on Monday night, so that's 5 days ago now. She was in a bad way. Actually, some people had found her and brought her in and were banging on my door. So I took her in, and yeah, she had a lot of injuries. She was paralysed from the back, so the back legs and the tail were all limp. Her left eye was really bloodshot and bulging. And yeah, she was panting and really stressed. So I gave her some pain relief, and then we tried to find her owner. But luckily, she's actually got a microchip. So we had her on our database. Couldn't get hold of the owners by phone, so I actually went round to their house. So they wanted to do everything possible, which was great. We got her on a drip, we settled her in for the night, and the next morning she was a little bit more comfortable. The eye wasn't quite as bulging, and she was actually starting to move the back legs. Her tail still is limp, and so we have got a problem there. But we did some x-rays. She's got a broken leg and also a broken pelvis. So unfortunately, she's going to have a wee trip down south to a specialist surgeon, and they're going to put her back together again, aren't they? But she's come a long way just in a few days. Each day we're seeing her a lot perkier. She's starting to clean herself, she's eating, so she's doing really well. So hopefully once she gets the leg and the hip sorted, she'll be away. So when Maeve goes home after her surgery, she'll have to be in a cage similar to this. So the setup is a wee bit like the dog video I've done, but for a cat we have a few extra things. So we love the dry beds here, which is really good if they're not peeing very well, or if they can't make it to the dirt box, at least they can pee, and the pee goes right through and keeps the top dry. So they're really good. I've actually rolled it up coming up the sides a wee bit as well, just so I can fit the dirt box in, and just have it, wants to be low so that they can actually get into it quite easily. And then of course there's a space for food. Now, she will be in there, she won't be coming out. They can get in and clean her bottom or clean her up as they need to. What I suggest, another little tip, is when you're going to shift them, if they've got the beds a little bit dirty, take all this out. And I actually drag them over, if they're on this dry bed, pull them over a wee bit so they're at this end of the cage, and then actually what I've done is separated the pieces of paper so that you've got this side separate to that side. Then you can pull this out separately, put another dry bed down beside, and then you can actually just gently drag or lift the cat over, or he may even learn to go move over for yourself. He knows what's happening. So, and then once the cat's on that side, you can take the dirty paper and dry bed out, and then just drag the dry bed over a wee bit and set them up again. They can be the opposite way round, have the dirt box at the other end. Depends how much mobile they are, but I find that works really well, and you'll find that the cat does learn what you're doing and they move for you, which is really awesome. I mean, 4 to 6 weeks is a long time for a cat to be in a cage, but really they need it. Okay, the surgeons have put pins and plates in there, but that bone still has to heal, and the more moving around they do, the more chances that won't heal, and then you're up for more expense. So they have to really be in the cage the whole time. But that's my tip. Hopefully Maeve will settle in. She's learning so fast in the cage here in the hospital, so I'm sure she'll settle in quite well to that cage. The other little tip, like with the dog, I put a sheet or a blanket right around. So of course cats love to be in the dark, so close it up, cover it up. You can even put one on the front if you want, but yeah, at least around the sides, and tuck it in underneath so they're not in any draft. And ideally off the ground a little bit on some boxes or a stable table or something like that, so they're not getting the draft off the floor. There you go, this is how to set up a cage.